This program features live coverage of an African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this very chilly Saturday morning. It is very cold, but at least the sun is slowly but surely making his way out, and I'm sure we're going to get nice and warm very soon. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me on Mossy, we've got Muscles and Paul. And yeah, I think he's too he's too cold. He doesn't even want to show his thumb. But yeah, we're just going to sit here a little bit. I'm here on the side of the Molawati drainage line at Chilapan at the moment. And well, my whole idea of coming down this side is that because, Tlalamba, that female leopard, the queen of Juma, she came past Damcam last night at about 12 o'clock and she moved all the way down Twin Dams Road. So I'm trying to follow up on that female leopard, hoping that we can try and locate her somewhere. So that is my mission for the morning. But yes, joining us this morning on the Sentinel, well, we've got a new face that is going to be on the screen. Her name is Maxine, and behind the camera with Maxine is none other than the legendary James Henry. So that is going to be very interesting this morning on the Sentinel. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun happening that side. And then our amazing team in Johannesburg, our two directors, is the amazing Chulu. He's a D2, and D1 is Nadine. And then, of course, our amazing tech that side is John. And our amazing tech this side is Max. But this is an interactive show. So if you've got any comments or questions that you want to send through to us this morning, if you are watching on the YouTube channel, please make sure that you do join up as a member. If you join up as a member, you get those great benefits, and one of them is you can watch ad-free. As well, you can pause and rewind whenever you want to. Or if you're watching on the Wild Earth website, that is wildearth.tv, make sure that you do register. Or else just join us in a conversation on #WildEarth on X. Alrighty, I know that we need to start moving, so what am I going to do? I'm feeling that we need to get through this drainage line. I need to get onto the eastern side. I think she has moved towards like maybe Vulture's Nest, maybe Niala South, some area around that side, maybe even further down the Molawati drainage line. Very possible, but at least we know that she has pretty much come down this side. Leopard Queen, yes, bring on the kitty cats on a Saturday Cataday for sure. Leopard Queen for sure. And I think we are going to all have so much fun out in the bush and hoping for some amazing sightings. But the main thing is I really want to find Tlalamba. I mean, she was past, as I said, past Damcam, so this is my mission for the morning. Let me see where she's come from, where she's heading to. I might get lucky with some cubs this morning. Crossing fingers on that. It's cold. As well, some nice hyena activity on Damcam last night. Apparently, Ribbon was there, Koa, Mbilu, Gangarika, Sherlock, Surprise. Seems like it was quite the show on Damcam last night. All having a bit of a pool party there at the little pan. Alright, well, we're going to continue looking for old Tlalamba, see if we can pick up on any fresh tracks aside. Let's go and take a look at that amazing clip on a Damcam from last night. Well, as you can see them calling and playing in the water. So, yeah, very nice to see that, and nice to see a little ribbon around there with the rest of the Juma clan. Very interesting. I think almost feels that slowly but surely it seems to me that ribbon is, if you look at that clip, you know, it seems like she's got the most respect out of the clan members. It seems like they're respecting her quite a bit. So that might be the, you know, if it's all playing out in that way, maybe Ribbon might end up being the matriarch of the Juma clan. But it'll be very interesting if Corky, another female spotted hyena, comes into the play, comes into the picture, and yeah, and then of course, yeah. But then we are also going to start moving very shortly because we need to find animals, we need to find old Tlalamba, but we will do that very shortly. But yeah, nice to see that those hyenas. That is a good kind of sign that the Juma clan is almost ending up together. Alright, Paul, are you ready? You're going to get going, eh? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. While the morning is still young, and yeah, there we go. Lovely. Alright. Let's get going. I want to try and follow up before we get too far behind on tracking Tlalamba down. And yeah, she has to choose Mulawati drainage line. Alright, well, we're going to continue with our safari to see if we can just get any tracks of the Queen of Juma. Let's head over to the Sentinel, as Maxine wants to say hello to everybody.
Good morning, everybody, on this gorgeous, gorgeous winter's morning in the Sabi Sands from Safari Sentinel. My name's Maxine Gaines, and behind the camera is one of your favorite guides, Mr. James Henry. And hopefully we'll be showing you some exciting things this morning. I'm really excited to see what the bush has to offer us on this wonderful morning in the Sabi Sands. Let's get out there and see what's happening. It was a fairly quiet night last night. Heard some hyenas at some point during the night, and there's plenty of hyena tracks around the camp this morning. But other than that, the bush was fairly quiet, or I slept through it all. It's a lovely winter morning though. It's chilly, but it's not too cold. I love mornings in the Lowveld. It's one of my favorite places to be, winter morning in the Lowveld. The climate here is just divine. Morning, Nancy. It's great to have you joining us from wherever you are in the world. Sorry, James is giving me a few directions here. Being new to Juma, I'm not that au fait with the roads yet, so it's going to be real teamwork this morning between James and I. I do have a map to consult every now and then if I get lost, but hopefully with James behind the camera we'll be good. I don't have a set plan this morning. Sometimes in the night the bush kind of tells you where to start, but last night there wasn't, as I said, a huge amount going on, so I'm just going to drive around a bit, hopefully pick up on some tracks that'll tell us what we need to do this morning. Memory, thank you so much for your welcome. It's great to be here. I'm really excited.
We should probably prepare to move fairly quickly.
Wild Earth presents Safari Spotlight, your front row seat to the wonders of the wild. Join our expert naturalists each week as they guide you on an unforgettable journey through the heart of nature.
Looks like this female came out here.
What a privilege to be here.
Subscribe to the Wild Earth YouTube channel and never miss a moment of the adventure. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Are you ready to turn your travel dreams into a reality? Wild Earth Travel is here to make that happen. Africa is full of exciting adventures and stunning wildlife. If you want to meet the Wild Earth crew and animal characters while enjoying a 5-star safari, we can make it happen. Contact us today on info@wildearth.travel or visit our website, and let's turn your African dreams into a reality.
Do you sometimes imagine what Wild Earth would be like without adverts? A chance to properly immerse yourself in nature without any interruptions. Sign up to be an explorer for a small monthly fee and you can truly escape into the wilderness. Ad-free viewing is now available on our app as well as on our website. Wild Earth, it's in your nature.
100% mtanangu. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
Thank you, Maxine. All right, so I'm coming up, just went up Vulture's Nest now. I'm just coming to take a look on Central. I'm just thinking maybe Tlama cut across from the dam. She might have crossed the Mulawati and came this side, maybe heading back into this direction towards Buffelshoek Dams. Just wanted to see if there's any tracks here. Any tracks this side. I might just go a little bit further down. I just want to go a little bit further down here. Keep my eyes peeled. If I can just get fresh tracks on this side, yeah, then it's going to be a good thing. Because if I can get that, then I know where she's heading to. Nothing here. Sorry, it's just going to take a little bit of close inspection on certain things here, because I just want to get the right area of the road here just to see, but I don't see any tracks on this side. So she's gone into the drainage line there. She's come across, maybe she's come across here, unless she turns somewhere where I didn't expect her to turn. No, I don't see anything now. Alright, I'm going to start moving back towards Gary Dam. I think that's going to be my best option, because I want to go back to where I saw her go down Twin Dams Road, and then I just want to quickly maybe jump there and just double check it's all good there. Unless she went up Hyena Road, very possible as well. I just want to see, that's a road that's just in front of us here. She might have cut across. If she's got, if she's standing, got a cubs there behind Buffelshoek Dam wall. Might have cut across here, but let's see. She won't go all the way down central. Let's see. Oh, you know, Yolanda, if the cubs are still very young, they won't leave the cubs for long. Not at all. That's why Columba used to always hang close by to tortured boundary most of the time when they were still very young. But once they started getting a little bit older, seems like she's moved, like she stayed away for like about a day, 2 days, looking for food. Nothing here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Alright, I think still the best is to try and go down to Gari Dam and quickly jump off there where she last was, or last seen, and then go and take a look from that side. I don't see anything here on this road. We would have definitely spotted something here. Oh, and hugging the drainage line here all the time. It's nice and cold for us here. There is. Oh, we've got some ellies here. That's nice. A lot of elephant activity. I can sit here for a little bit. What do you think, Paul? A little bit. It's not going to be great, but let's just stop here. Yeah. So I'm going to sit here for a couple of minutes with these ellies. Early morning elephants. But yes, sorry Nadine, there's den site. There's that one den site that is just down the drainage line from Gari Dam that she has used before. A nice herd of elephants around here. All the starlings, everything is busy following these elephants while they slowly moving through the grass and disturbing all the insects. All those birds are taking full advantage of that. Cameron, good morning from the UK. How cold is it here, Juma, this morning? I think it's about -20. It feels like about -20. No, I think it's about 8, 9, they say. 8, 9 degrees Celsius this morning. It is very cold this morning. But you must remember your chill factor while you're driving. It's at least about maybe 4 or 5 degrees. Because you're driving in an open vehicle, in a little bit of the wind. So yeah, your chill factor definitely is around about 4 or 5 while you're driving. Yeah, that is, it's a nippy one. Very, very nippy. Barbara, well, with this, with the weather this morning, it feels like I need to go skiing somewhere. I'm waiting for the snow. I'm waiting for the snow. Sorry, I just saw something there. You can see she's sniffing the air. Got a trunk up, sniffing around. Most of the elephants are very docile at the moment. Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Well, good luck, Cedric. I really hope that you are successful on your mission for Tlalamba this morning. I think we're all going to throw a party when we hear coming over the radio that you found tracks of the cubs, or you found the cubs. It'll be awesome, so good luck with that. We found a couple of young male impala. I actually can only see two, and they're still quite young. You can see their horns are not fully grown, still pointing towards each other. And the one was standing on the termite mound. I suppose that gives him a nice vantage point to look for predators, and also possibly some nutritious food on the termite mound. The termites obviously bring lots of nutrients into the soil, so he's maybe looking for something a little bit more nutritious in this dry winter. Jade, I think it was. What am I hoping to see? Gosh, I'd love to see some of the leopard characters that I've heard so much about. That's always going to be hard work to find them. I'm really just pretty open for the morning. Love to possibly meet up with the nkuhumas. I love my birds, so any interesting birds. That cuckoo hawk that Cedric saw the other day would be amazing. That would be really special. But yeah, I think we're gonna head up towards the northern boundary and maybe look and see if we can find any sign of any leopard tracks coming across there, or any lion tracks. With all the buffalo that have been around, I think possibly the lions might have come back onto Djuma. So we are going to just let the bush tell us what we need to do. Those impala have moved off a little bit now, so we'll carry on up to the northern boundary. So Lauren, I've been guiding on and off for a very long time. I worked in the Sabi Sands, down south in the Sabi Sands for, sorry, James is shouting instructions to me. For 10 years I worked in the Sabi Sands, and then I did a bit of work up in, oh gosh, and I'm stalling the vehicle, sorry, getting used to this Land Cruiser's clutch. Then I worked in East Africa for some time, training guides up there and doing a bit of guiding. and then since then I've been studying. I'm studying nature conservation, doing my master's, and doing on and off a little bit of guiding for friends and family and some corporate stuff. So yeah, I've been involved in the bush since I left varsity in about 1995. So sometimes a bit more permanently than others. Sorry, I just saw what looked like I don't think it's a drag mark. I think it's just where an elephant is. Yeah, it's just where an elephant has been dragging its trunk, I think. Sorry, I got excited for a second there. It looked like a drag mark across the road, but it wasn't. So we're just going to check this northern boundary really. Oops. Sorry, Elizabeth, my mic came out of my ear there. I didn't quite catch that. Can you go with that again, Nadine? Yeah, I mean, thanks, Elizabeth. Yes, it's been something that I've been kind of passionate about my whole life. Morning. Sorry, just a vehicle coming past there. I think from the time I was about 5, I decided that I wanted to work in the bush. I've always just loved the bush. I was very lucky to have a family that went to the bush a lot. My dad was passionate about the bush and bird watching, and my mum as well, and so it's always been part of my life. It's been something that I've always just feel at home in the bush. Love it. So very, very lucky to be doing what I absolutely love. Straight, oh, there they are. Yes, lovely. So they're crossing into Djuma from the north, which is good news. Let's get a little bit closer to them before I stop. Oh, there's a little one crossing the road now. Shame, it seems to be limping a little. Oh no, maybe it was just as it came down the ridge there. It is home, yes. I really do love it. I'm going to stop here and let them cross over in front of us a bit, and then we'll move closer. Just sneak forward slightly. Always feel a little bit intimidated when all the herd turns around and kind of gives you that death buffalo stare. There's a lovely, I think it's a cow. Can I go forward? Oh, she's turned away. She's a cow, but she has the most magnificent horns. I don't know if you all got a view of her, but she's really got quite spectacular horns for a female. I'm going to go forward a bit, try to get a little bit closer to them. Oh, come on, Maxine. Okay. Oh, shame. This little one is quite a youngster, but it is limping a bit. Can't any injuries on it, but it's definitely no. Oh, shame. It's its front right leg. It has a problem with. Let me get my binos out and see if I can see what's wrong there. always so hard. Buffalo are constantly on the move, so if you've got an injured leg as a buffalo, it's not easy. Shame. I can't see an injury, like a wound. I wonder if it hasn't torn a ligament, or it doesn't look broken because it is putting weight on it, but I suppose it doesn't really have an option. These animals are so tough. They don't have any ability to go to the doctor and get a pill or an injection. They've just got to push through with their injuries. It always amazes me how tough they are. Sure, it is quite a big herd. Shame, yeah, it's always hard to see an animal hurting and know that there's not much you can do about it, but we always have to remember it's part of the cycle of life. Death for one animal brings life for another, and you've got to kind of be quite pragmatic about those things as a guide. Again, I'm going to sneak us a little bit closer to the rest of the herd that are crossing in front of us. There we go. I got it right first time then with the starter. Oh, there's some lion tracks here, but they don't look very fresh. See that there, James? Doesn't look that fresh, but it was quite windy yesterday. Yeah, let me just, can you get the camera on that? I don't want to alarm these buffalo. Okay, let me just hop off here and I'll circle it. Oh, behind that, like further away. Yeah, no, I don't want to have them run off. No, have you got it? Have you got one there that I'm missing? No, I don't. Okay, it just seems to be that one track there. It's difficult to say because of the wind yesterday, but I don't think it's that fresh. I don't think so. We'll check as we go down the road if there's any more. Oh, come on. Sorry, buffalo. I don't think it was a fresh lion track. You know, I think every guide that's worked for a while in the bush has had the odd scare. So yeah, I mean, I don't think if a guide tells you they haven't had a scary moment, they're probably not being truthful. There are times in the bush where, you know, these animals can be unpredictable. So yes, I have had a few little things. Maybe we'll get into some of those in more detail a little bit later. Look at this. Look at this. This is a female. She's quite mangy. She's missing lots of hair. I saw one the other day that had patches of hair missing. It almost looked like she had white spots all over her with the hair that was missing. Quite an interesting hair loss pattern there. Lots of oxpeckers. And they are on a bit of a mission. I'm wondering if they're not making their way down towards some water somewhere. Slowly making their way to water. I'm surprised they haven't spent longer in this burnt section, because I can see where, with a little bit of rain, that we had, I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, the new grass is starting to come through, and I would have thought that they would spend more time trying to get at that. Anyway, we're going to send you over to Cedric and see what he's up to, and we'll see you shortly.
Thank you, Maxine. All right, so I've got Columbus tracks coming all the way into this drainage line. Found a track coming all the way south, but ew, coming into a very, very tight, very tough little spot. This very tough spot here. We'll see what you can get here. She's chosen the coldest area in Djuma. In this drainage line. I'm pouring myself, oh yeah, like 2 little ice blocks here. Yo, she is making us work very hard here at the moment, Nadine. But yeah, we're just going to try and see. Oh. Sorry, I was going to try and get out of this here now. Let's have a quick little squizzles down here. Alright, I'm just going to stop here because I actually wanted to walk down into this drainage line. Just wanted to see if the tracks did not come past into this drainage line here. But I know if I walk down there, I am going to lose comms, or my audio will disappear. So I'm just going to sit here and listen out. But how beautiful is this? Always nice, the Molawati drainage line. Very, very nice. Alright, but I'm just going to quickly walk down there. You think I'd be able to, Paul?
Yeah, I can
Let's try. Alright everyone, I'm just going to quickly take a horse. I do apologize if I get a bit of scratchy on the audio. But I just want to take a look here. I just want to see if she hasn't walked past here. That's good. Alright. So yeah, this is the main drainage line here. I'm just going to stand on top here and see if I can pick up on any tracks of her around here. A very interesting hole here. Very interesting little hole here, but alright, yeah. Well, I'm going to take a look at this little spot here. There's something interesting that I need to come and have a look at. But we'll do that very shortly. I think for now, we're just going to enjoy the scenery. The sun is coming through the trees. It's beautiful. Can you see that hole from where you are there? See in that bank? Very interesting hole. Looks like something. See there? It looks like something has been lying there. I don't want to go close there. I'll just wait till I get off chance. I'm sure Paul myself will jump off quickly and take a look there. There's something that was lying on the lip of that hole. Yeah. You see that, Paul?
From here I can't see it.
yeah, we will go and investigate very shortly. Alright, well, we're going to quickly jump off here. I just wanted to bring Paul with. Just want to see what we can pick up on here. Let's go to Okokwiu let's see if the sun has not arisen in Namibia.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
Escape to the wild heart of Africa at Chitwa Chitwa Game Lodge in the renowned Sabi Sands. Come and meet Wild Earth's favorite animal characters with an exclusive offer. Pay for 3 nights and enjoy a 4th night absolutely free. Plus, kids go for free. Ready to make your travel dreams a reality? Contact Wild Earth Travel today. Your adventure of a lifetime awaits at Chitwa Chitwa. Wild Earth Travel, where every journey is an epic adventure. Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now. Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
Working in the Sabi Sands for 10 years, I only saw it twice. You could clearly see the snow on top of the Drakensberg Mountains in the distance, but down in the Lowveld, I've never heard of any snow. I don't know, James, have you ever heard of snow in the Lowveld?
The obvious thing is that there's no word for snow in the local language.
Yeah, that's a giveaway then. Yeah. Yeah, we in South Africa, I think I was in grade 3, what we called standard 1, when I saw my very first snow, and there was huge excitement because it really doesn't happen that often. And then in South Africa, I've only seen snow once since then in the Natal Midlands in Nottingham Road. So it's really quite a rare occurrence unless you live on top of the escarpment in the Drakensberg, where maybe every winter you'll get a smattering of snow. But snow is not something that we South Africans are very familiar with. I think that's hyena. Just double check. Yeah, hyena tracks. That's right. Next right. Next right. Oh gosh, Mark, that's an interesting question. The Sabi Sands and the Greater Kruger was probably where I learned to bird, so I really have a soft spot for the low veld and the birds here. But I live closer to, I live in KwaZulu-Natal now, and the birding in northern Zululand is quite something. They're talking about birds. Sorry, I will get back to your question. There's a beautiful lilac-breasted roller. Can you get that, James? Is this light? Okay. And there's also, a pair of ground scraper thrushes just sitting to the right of the same tree. Whichever. The ground scraper, I was going to say the ground scraper thrushes will probably fly first, and then the lilac-breasted roller flew first. But that's quite nice to see them up in a tree, because as their name suggests, you normally see them on the ground, kind of disturbing the leaf litter and looking for small invertebrates. They eat insects and invertebrates. And it's lovely to see the two of them together. You do normally see them in pairs. They have quite a strong pair bond. And you often, where there's one, there'll be another one close by. But they're a lovely bird to see. We don't see them very much where I live back home. So it's always a lovely thing to see a ground scraper thrush. So back to areas that I've enjoyed birding. The northern KwaZulu-Natal have got a lot of endemic birds. And endemics are birds that are specific to that area that you don't find anywhere else. So that's quite special. I've been very, very fortunate. I've birded quite extensively. The Okavango Delta is always very, very special with the water there. I did a birding trip a couple of years ago to Mozambique, up to the Kutadas, which is an area between the Zambezi Delta and Mount Gorongosa, and there are some really incredible endemics, again, that you don't find anywhere else. So for a birder, I think to go to a place where you can see endemic birds that you're not going to find anywhere else in the world is always very, very special. I've also birded in Burundi Impenetrable Forest, and that was really special as well, really amazing birding there. In fact, we were supposed to spend a day there, my husband and I. We were there to see the gorillas, and we ended up staying for 5 days because the birds were just phenomenal. We were lucky to see the gorillas, and then we stayed for the birds. It was just an incredible place to bird. So that was special. I've also birded in Borneo, which was amazing. Every bird there was obviously a lifer. A lifer in birding terms is when you see something for the very first time. So yeah, I've been very privileged to bird in many different places, and I don't know if I could single out one as being the most special. If I had to single out one, maybe the Kutadas in Mozambique. I've probably enjoyed birding there much. Oh. Anyway, let's push on. Our birds have left us. And we're going to send you back to Cedric now, see if he's had any luck with our little Talamba. And we'll push on and see if we can pick up any tracks this side.
Thank you, Maxine. And yes, so I went to go take a look at that little hole. I took mussels and paw with me. I'm going to go take a look. I thought it was going to be deeper than that, and it was not really deep at all. So, and there was nothing there. It was just like maybe a little area that maybe more stretched out. So I was getting a little bit excited about that hole, but no luck there. So I'm going to go back here towards Nyala South. I'm going to take a look around this side. She has crossed the Molawati more into this area. So yeah, Nyala South, Nyala North, even back towards Buffelshoek Dam side. I think that will be the best. No idea where Jean is. She must be somewhere on Djuma. I'm hoping she's somewhere on Djuma, but I'm not too sure exactly where she's. I think last was in the north, so she's that side. I might just work into this area. Big herd of buffaloes making their way onto Djuma as well on the southern side once again. Buffelshoek, alright, thank you. Is she at Buffelshoek Dam, Nadine? Is she at the Dammetjie? Alrighty then. Alright, I can see a lot of buffaloes going past here. Alright, I'm going to go very slowly up this road. Plenty of buffaloes going past here. Did she have buffaloes, Nadine? Sorry, I think you said she's got buffaloes, huh? I apologize that I think a little bit of the cold weather sometimes makes focusing a little bit funny there. You right there, Paul? Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, maybe the herons there. Alright, well, let's go back to Maxine. I see a lot of buffalo tracks up here. I think it's the same buffaloes that Maxine's got that side. But yeah, let's head back to Maxine to see what's happening at Buffelshoek Dam.
Well, hopefully Cedric has some luck there. We're just checking Buffelshoek Dam because I believe that this is where Tlalamba was last seen with her cubs, so it's always worthwhile just having a little look-see. We haven't got much happening at the dam. There's a little blacksmith lapwing there. Beautiful reflection in the water of the lapwing. There were a couple of Natal spurfowl as we arrived that were obviously coming down for a drink. But they flew away, or ran away, should I say, as we pulled up. It all seems fairly quiet at Buffelshoek Dam this morning. There's a couple of Natal francolins on the far side there. Francolin alarming up ahead, but I think it's just a francolin being a francolin. They do often alarm for the silliest things. Sure, favorite bird calls. I think one of my very favorites is the call of the woodland kingfisher, because that always reminds me of the Lowveld and summer in the Lowveld, which is my best time to be in the bush. I love summer. I know a lot of guides enjoy winter. I think winter the sightings can be easier. The bush is not as thick, but I just love summer. I love the life, the frogs, the insects, all the migratory birds are back, and one of my favorite migratory birds is the woodland kingfisher. So that's probably one of my favorite calls. Would you like me to play it for you? I can do that, just so you know what I'm talking about. It's such a beautiful call. Let me see if I can get it on my app.
Because you never lived in the Mopani that you think it's a beautiful call.
Does it drive you mad in...
Absolutely insane.
It gets pretty intense in the Sabi Sands, but I don't know, for me it's just very special. How's my volume? Okay. Right, I'm going to play the call for you now.
We'll look wistfully.
It's a very distinctive call.
It's such a sound of summer, isn't it?
And it's such a beautiful bird as well. If you can see, I don't know if, oh, sorry, James, you're not. So, such a lovely bird. Sorry, the sun is probably not. Oh, you're getting it. There we go. Sorry. There we go. That other call at the end was kind of a call when two birds are together and they're excited. They sometimes make that call, but that sharp trilling call.
We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday. Discover the wild beauty of Amakala Game Reserve, where adventure and luxury meet. With 9 spectacular lodges to choose from, Amakala offers an array of unforgettable experiences. Dive into the heart of the wilderness with a guided hike and spend a night under the stars. Ready to explore and meet the Wild Earth animals and crew? Contact Wild Earth Travel to learn more and book your journey to Amakala Game Reserve.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
100% mtanangu. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
Familiar with the wisteria creeper. It has flowers that look very similar, beautiful kind of mauvey purple flowers, and it is just such a stunning tree. So yes, I do love my plants. I love flowers. I love trees. I love everything out here. What's not to love? The snakes, the reptiles. There's nothing out here that I don't enjoy. Right, let's push on. The top lifer bird that I have seen, I think I'd have to say, and it's my favorite bird, but it took me a long time to see it. And I don't know why it took me a long time to see it, because growing up, we hiked in the Drakensberg quite a bit. We spent, my family loved the Berg, so we spent a lot of time hiking. And the bearded vulture, that's one of the only places in South Africa where you can see the bearded vulture. But it took me a very long time to see a bearded vulture. We spent years in the Berg without seeing a single one. So that was probably the most exciting lifer for me, was the bearded vulture. I do have a bogey bird. I don't know if any of you know what a bogey bird is, but a bogey bird is a bird that a birder has made, put a lot of effort into trying to see, and gone to places where they should be able to see it and just not being able to see it. Sorry, I'm just looking. There's lots of hyena tracks here. Are we close to a dead site, James? No. Okay. Just seems to be just double checking that there's no other predators tracks here, but no. Got some rhino tracks and lots of hyena tracks. We'll push on. Oh, golly. So my bogey bird is the African pitta. And one of the reasons I spoke about the cutadas in Mozambique, I went birding there a couple of years ago, and the reason for the trip was to see the African pitta. and we didn't see it. We had an amazing trip. I think I got about 15 lifers on that trip anyway, so it wasn't like it was a waste of time, but the bird that we went there to see just never made an appearance. And the trip straight after us, the guide that was taking the trips, he had the pitta for the next 3 or 4 trips. We just happened to time it a little bit too early, and the rains hadn't come yet, and literally the next week they were seeing pittas. Exactly, that's what I said. It's the most beautiful part of the world, and I'm quite excited to head back there one day and hopefully get my pitta, be able to tick it off. Sorry, there's still, I'm just gonna get off the vehicle quickly because there's so many hyena tracks here. I just want to check that I'm not missing something else in amongst them. Sorry, my mic is... there. Great, so I'm going to just have a look at these hyena tracks here, and while we do that, we're going to send you over to Cedric to see if he's had any luck his side. Gosh, there's a lot, James.
Thank you, Max. Yeah, I'll try and with Tlalamba. Yeah, we'll have to do a proper box to really pinpoint on where she's going, because I know she went properly into a block there where I couldn't see any tracks coming out, but I've done the Arla South here now, so I'm going to go along Central towards the eastern boundary. I'm going to head towards a big herd of buffaloes that's making their way onto Djuma. Yeah, Nadine, but I'm the kind of person that, I'll say it again, perseverance, persistence pays off. What do they say? Winner, Nadine. Yeah. Yeah. Got that at school. On all of the sports that I played. Winners never quit. What do you think, Paul? Exactly. As we got wise words coming from Paul there. Might go past this vulture's nest here, and got the 2 white-backed vultures that is busy nesting up here. We'll go have a little bit of the squizzles around there and take a look. Get away from the drainage line, get to warmer areas. Oh, I can feel it's already warming up, and Paul. The higher we go away from this drainage line, the better it's getting. I think we've been sitting around the South Pole for the last hour and a half, or hour. But the time will come. The time will come. And we'll find her. Yeah, she's ready. Thank you, Nadine. Have a lovely day. Alright, let's get up here. Let's see what's happening with these vultures. Where are they there? Oh, but the sun is going to be so bad, and we'll have to go around the tree to get a proper view on these white-backed vultures. As you can, they are both sitting up in the nest at the moment. Faith, good morning. I'm glad that you're sitting down and enjoying the live safari this morning. That's saying so much more. Enjoying it. Alright, I'm going to try and get around here. I'm just going to see if I can get a better angle. The sun behind us. It's pointless pointing directly into the sun. We're just going to sit just so. There we go. It's actually nice and warm up here. Feels like we're in a different time zone here, in a different hemisphere. But there we go. We've got the white-backed vulture sitting here at the nest site. And there's the other one. Where's the other one? It's in the nest. Oh, to fly away. Oh, they're down there. That's far away. So it's very nice that they're using this nesting site now. It used to be utilized by an African hawk eagle. But I don't know if they've got chicks, so I think that maybe it's just the eggs. Maybe one or two eggs in there. Or is there? Cameron, not so active in the morning. I think what they're doing now, they're just trying to warm up a bit, waiting for the little bit of thermals to come off the ground, the heat thermals. And then at least they can start catching those thermals to start getting some height and start soaring around. So you'll find early mornings not as active. As soon as it's give and take a good two hours into the sunrise, then you'll start finding that the birds will start moving around more so. But now they're just trying to warm up as much as possible. Now I wonder if it's not the same pair that keeps on nesting down to another road called, funny enough, Vulture's Nest. And I don't think I've seen that pair around that side. So they might have changed the nesting site from that area up to the higher lying areas. Maybe because of the heat. Maybe it's nice and warm up here compared to where they used to nest. So this is one of our most common vulture species that we do have here in this area. So if we do have a carcass somewhere, most vultures that you're going to see around that carcass is going to be the white-backed vulture. You can see maybe there's once it starts heating up now, I'm sure they're going to take off and then start soaring around, catching those thermals, get great height, at least about 15,000 feet, and then I'll start looking around for any potential food that might be around this area. Sometimes they can travel quite far away from their nesting site just to go and look for food, and then they'll come all the way back again.
Embark on a wild adventure unlike any other. Join our membership program for an ad-free journey through the heart of Southern Africa. Witness the majesty of wilderness uninterrupted by pesky adverts or annoying intrusions. With our ad-free membership program, you can avoid missing any of the important moments and unlock all sorts of other perks. Subscribe now for an ad-free experience across our entire channel. Immerse yourself in the wonders of the wild and stay permanently connected with nature. Slither into the excitement of Snake Day with a dedicated fireside chat. Whether you're a curious beginner or a seasoned herpetologist, this is your chance to learn, ask questions, and share your passion for snakes. Snake expert Jess Cook will join our Wild Earth guides to talk about all things scaly. Don't miss this engaging and fascinating event. Uncoil the mystery of snakes and join the conversation today.
Got a little crested barbet that's making quite a racket here next to us. It's jumping around here in this, looks like a Natal quarry bush. Crested barbet. And we can see it. Thanks, Nadine. It's just got into the grass now. We're picking up on all the little seeds that the Natal guari is releasing there. Maybe little seeds that's all on the ground. Somewhere there, you'll see the grass moving. There with the dead leaves. There it is. Somewhere there. Oh, yeah, it's bouncing out for us. Come on. I think picking up on all the little seeds and maybe a little berry or two there.
Everyone, we have checked the northern boundary. We've now made our way to the eastern boundary, just really trying to cover the boundaries and see if there's anything that's crossed into Djuma. I did see it was in the distance. Oh, there we go. It's a kudu crossing the road in front of us. I'm going to see if I can sneak us a little bit closer before she disappears. Also just double checking all these intersections for any tracks. Don't want to miss any tracks. Ah, who said that, Nadine? Margot, you know what? We were in Mana Pools not that long ago, last October, and the lodge I was staying at were telling me about their incredible pitta sightings that they have, and I actually said to my husband at the time, well, maybe we need to come back here in pitta season. So yeah, I think Mana Pools is definitely on my radar as a place to spot the pitta. Yes. Do you want me to go back, James? Or, okay. Oh, there on the side. Yes. Okay. There's one here, and then the rest of her little family group have. And now I've just put it behind some sticks for James. Let me sneak forward a tad. I'm sure that she is going to come across the road and follow the rest of her little group. Sorry about the game drive radio. Actually, wouldn't be surprised, even though kudu are browsers, I wouldn't be surprised to see them coming out onto these fire breaks and eating some grass. They do graze when the grass is really green and lush like this. You do often see them grazing in those circumstances. So they normally browse, but I don't think there are many vegetarian animals that would turn down nice lush green grass. So you might find that the rest of the herd were having a little snack on some freshly sprouting grass. There's a couple still this side that I'm sure are going to cross the road in front of us. They all look still in relatively good condition. Obviously, we've got a long dry season ahead of us, so they might look quite skinny by the end of the dry season. But right now, the kudu are looking nice and healthy. There's a young male about to cross the road. You can see his horns, not that long. So I've never seen red duiker in the Lowveld. I don't think red duiker occur here. So that's quite a common little antelope, especially in the more forested areas of the KZN Zululand bushveld. We see red duiker there quite a bit. Just trying to think if there's anything else. Suni, yes. Suni is one that we also see in the forests, in the kind of sand forest or coastal forests in KZN that I've never seen in the Lowveld. I don't think it occurs down here. What else? Is there anything else? Black wildebeest? We don't get black wildebeest. Well, I shouldn't say that. In KZN you do, especially in the Midlands. You'll get black wildebeest, whereas here you don't get them. But in Zululand, I've never seen black wildebeest. That's where I spend a lot of my time. But certainly in KZN, black wildebeest are kind of endemic to a small area in South Africa around the Orange Free State and KZN. And you don't find them in the Lowveld, and you don't find them in Zululand. I think regular viewers will know them from Amakhala. I think they have them there in Amakhala. I'm going to try and sneak forward because most of these kudu have disappeared either behind the termite mound or into the bush. Let's see if we can get another little view of them. I will be quite interested to see if they do just bend down and eat some of this grass, although I think most of them have crossed the fire break. I'm just going to stop here because I think this female is going to want to cross and join the rest of her herd. There's the ubiquitous drongo following her around, catching any insects that she might disturb. There he goes. Yeah, she's not bending down to eat this fresh grass, but she is walking quite slowly. She doesn't have an obvious limp, but I'm wondering if she's a little bit uncomfortable. What height is the kudu? Lynn, that's a good question. I think, a big male kudu, shoulder height, I'm guessing here, but I think it's probably around 1.2 meters. A big male kudu will stand quite a bit higher at the shoulder than these females, but I would imagine their shoulder height would be around 1.2 meters, roughly. They are an impressive animal, obviously with their head and their horns above that. I actually don't know what the height of the horns would be above the ground. Most animals, like a horse, you kind of measure them at their withers or at their shoulders. So that's normally the height that you get given in a textbook, is the shoulder height of the animal. But if you're standing next to a kudu with those ginormous horns, it would definitely tower above a pretty tall man. I don't know if it would tower above Cameron, but certainly most men, the height of the horns would be higher than a really tall person. Nadine says the only thing that would tower over Cameron is a giraffe. Yeah, he is a very tall human being. Well, we're going to leave these kudu now. They've pretty much gone into thick bush and it's quite difficult to see them.
Are you ready to turn your travel dreams into a reality? Wild Earth Travel is here to make that happen. Africa is full of exciting adventures and stunning wildlife. If you want to meet the Wild Earth crew and animal characters while enjoying a 5-star safari, we can make it happen. Contact us today on info@wildearth.travel or visit our website, and let's turn your African dreams into a reality.
Get ready for the Winter 2024 Ranger Race. Watch as our guides compete to find the greatest number of animal species in an afternoon safari. Lions, leopards, and elephants are easy to identify, but birds can be a little trickier. Who will emerge victorious and claim the title of Wildlife Champion? Tune in to find out. Be part of the race and back your favorite guide.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
They are coming out of the termite mound and sunning themselves in the warm morning sun, these little dwarf mongooses. I just love them. In many ways, they remind me of hyena, not in their looks. They look a lot like little bears, but their social structure is very similar to hyena in that the females are dominant And even though only one pair breed, so this little group that you see here would be the dominant pair and their successive offspring, and then you get some immigrants that move in. Obviously for genetic diversity, that's quite important, that maybe an immigrant male or an immigrant female every now and then move into the group. But the group would be made up of many related individuals, and the dominant female is about 30% bigger than the males, than the dominant male. So definitely similar to hyenas in that way, that the female is much larger than the male, and it's a group of related individuals with some immigrants.
All right, so sorry, I'm just going to come here. So this is one of the areas. This is one of the areas that Tlalamba loves using as a den site. We're on a road called Gwari Pan Road, and the two cubs that Tlalamba had that actually grew up to about 11 months old, they were first seen a few times at this den site. So a perfect little spot here where we'll pretty much keep the cubs under the rocks here, under the thick branches, in this little dip, a very, very deep drainage line. And there's also a little bit of a place a little bit further up from here where we can't really view. There's another place up here exactly like this as well, very, very thick. So perfect place for little ones to be in. Oh, so yeah, like you can see here. Okay, don't worry, you can't see, but you can see under here. It's deep in here. As long as in there. So it's perfect spot for a cub to hide. Perfect. I mean, nothing is going to come in here. Nothing's going to really take a look for anything this side. You've got like a thorn tree here that's pretty much covering these rocks as well. So elephants or buffaloes, they're not going to come past here. It's too deep as well, quite a dip for them as well. So things will just move right past this area. So a nice little spot for a leopard to keep her cubs. But clearly they're not here. Luckily not. All good there, Paul? Yeah. So Paul's up there. And I'm down here. So no, Nadine, they're not here. I'm just coming there. This is one of the places I always come and take a look, because many times we've got her tracks coming past this area, and I always come and take a look in this little spot here just to see if she's not here, if we don't see any movement here. But I don't see any tracks here now at this specific spot here, so clearly she hasn't utilized this area recently. So Aaron, yes, they do use this den site more than once. Oh yes, they know this area. Like Tlalamba knows this area. I mean, her mom Tandi, she used these certain den sites on Djuma, and so Tlalamba was pretty much, I can say, brought up knowing that is the spots that she wants to use as well. So and they'll use the same den sites quite a few times. That's why we always got certain areas, but there's not just one. There's many other den sites that we don't know about, because as you can see, it is so well hidden, these areas, for the cubs to pretty much get tucked away, and it's a perfect spot for a leopard to pretty much hide their cubs. And you've got also trees here, like big trees next to us. So if the cubs do need to have other safety nets here, it's going to be the tree. So in case lions or maybe hyenas come here, you can climb up here. So perfect. All right. Let's move that. All right, I'm going to get out here. Get out from the drainage line, and we can continue. Nothing there. All right, let's move on and see what else we can find up the road here. We might just go and try and take a look around there at Buffelshoek Dam. No problem, you can stick there with me, Nadine. We are going to go to Buffelshoek Dam. I'm going to go and sit a bit that side. Sierra Delta, yeah, snakes are under those rocks. Oh yes, oh for sure. But you must always make sure that you're not going to step on one. That's the best advice I can give. Always check the area. Always take a look first. Before you jump off, always observe the area, make sure that there's nothing there. Yeah, while Steve is zenning, I am denning. One, yeah. And this drainage line is so thick all the way along here. Nadine, you're the only one that thought that was not funny. Paul laughed. I laughed. Thank you, Nadine. Have a lovely day. Alright, let's get to Buffelshoek Dam. I'm just going to take a look around that side. Well, at least the morning is now warming up very nicely, so it's perfect for us now just to get to more of the drainage lines now where it's getting a little bit more comfortable. As I say again, so much places here for her. So many areas where she can leave these youngsters. And so I still believe the best way of finding those cubs is, the only way that we're going to find those cubs is finding Clalamba and following her. That's going to be pretty much our best bet on that situation. She hasn't gone back into Torchwood. I've spoken to the guys, they said no, nothing is back that side. What? Alright, well, we're going to get to Buffelshoek Dam. Let's go and take a look at a beautiful clip all about Southern Africa.
Southern Africa has a rich variety of life. From aardvark to zebras. It is home to almost 10% of the world's bird, fish, and plant species. Covered with rolling grasslands in the west and the lowveld in the east. In this low-lying subtropical climate, charismatic large mammals feast on the natural vegetation, where broadleaf trees and thorn trees coexist, interspersed with long grasses. Leopards use the dense thickets to hunt, and the trees of the woodlands as their personal pantries. To the northwest, the savanna biome is one of the largest, occupying 1/3 of southern Africa. The Kalahari is home to a diverse selection of animals. Where a healthy population of lions thrive, always in competition with one another. Smaller predators effortlessly blend into the environment to catch their prey, prospering from the nutritious grasses and palatable scrub. This is an important stronghold of iconic antelope. Southern Africa's diverse landscape allows for a multitude of species, both fauna and flora, to coexist and thrive.
Yeah, I believe you've been watching a clip about our beautiful country. It's such an incredible and diverse country. I can honestly encourage any of you that live far away in the world, if you have the opportunity, come and spend some time in South Africa or Southern Africa even. It's just, there's so much to see from a wilderness perspective. James is telling me to walk. Oh wow, James has spotted a African hawk eagle. Just want to see is this spot okay for you, James? Beautiful. I can just see one. Sorry, I'm just going to turn that game drive vehicle down a little bit. I'm sure you know, those of you that are regular viewers, that they often are found in pairs. So it is quite unusual to see one, but possibly this is his mate is somewhere around, or he or she might be a dispersing bird looking for a mate. Doing his morning's ablutions. I'm calling it a he. I'm not sure if it is a he or she. When they are in pairs, you can tell, because the females are larger than the males. You still got it in shot? No, is he gone? Should I reverse? Do you think he's gone completely? I'm not sure. Let's check. Let's check if he's still there. Close. Oh, okay. They're going to come round. Sorry, Nadine. Could you go again with that? I didn't hear. I think he may have gone into that other big tree, James. It is a magnificent bird. They are one of the raptors that spend a lot of time together as a pair and often hunt as a pair. They hunt cooperatively, which is not something that many raptors do. No, I think he's gone. Hey, James? Can't see him. Sorry, I thought we might have been able to get another view of him. I thought he'd landed in that big marilla there, but it looks like he actually flew further. But that was lovely. Thanks, James. Oh, there's I think you had them on your drive yesterday, James. There's a pair of Senegal lapwing here, which are always nice to see because they're not here all the time, and always lovely to get a view of a Senegal lapwing. I don't think these particular birds have come from Senegal. They are nomadic, they're not migratory, so they would move around the country depending on where they think they're going to find enough food. They'll move around during the year, but they are not migratory birds. I'm not quite sure why they get the name Senegal. Maybe they were first seen in Senegal. Sierra Delta, it's a pleasure. Birding is always something that I really, really enjoy doing. So it's an absolute pleasure to share that with you guys. This is typical habitat for Senegal lapwings. They normally found in short grass areas. So in the Sabi Sands, I remember often seeing them on the airstrip, because the airstrips, you've got to keep the grass nice and short on either side. And so you'd often find the Senegal lapwings on the airstrips, and then these fire breaks that have been burnt. Very, very typical habitat for Senegal lapwings. I had an interesting sighting yesterday, actually. We were at one of the dams, I forget which dam it was, and a pair of Senegal lapwings tried to come down to the water, and the two blacksmith plovers that were obviously territorial there got very irate with them and chased them away. So the poor lapwings couldn't come down and get a drink, which I think is quite interesting, because you always think about birds defending a territory from members of the same species as them, but it's not as usual. It's not you don't often see them defending a territory from members of a different species, but obviously a lapwing and another lapwing, maybe they're close enough that the plovers feel they need to chase. The blacksmith plovers felt they needed to chase off the Senegals. It was quite interesting, and the Senegals did submit to them. They didn't try and put up a fight. They immediately just ran off, or flew off, should I say. I think the blacksmith plover's a little bit bigger, so they probably didn't want to get into a fight. They are. They're quite underrated birds, but their markings are beautiful. They're very pretty lapwing. Okay, well, I think we're going to push on. We'll leave the Senegals. We're still kind of on this eastern boundary, driving south along the eastern boundary. We had some wild dog tracks a little bit further back, but they didn't look that fresh. There were a couple that looked fresh, but when we checked the road, I think they were probably from yesterday sometime. But that's always good to know that they're around, something to look out for. They move so quickly and so far that they could turn up anywhere. That would be nice. I'm trying to think of the last sighting I had of wild dogs. It's been a long time since I've seen wild dogs. I think it may have been at Ngala a few years ago. We were lucky enough to see them at a den, but that was a good few years ago now. I haven't seen wild dogs for a long time. That would be, now's the time of year when they should be denning as well. So a lot of the packs are going to have pups either in the den or maybe just starting to move with the pack. So yeah, it's an exciting time for wild dog packs with new babies. There's an impala in the distance there. Stop and have a look at them, and also just listen, see if we can pick up on any alarm calls or anything. Can you get them there, James, or is that not worthwhile? Always good when you're on the hunt to just stop quite regularly and listen to the bush and see if you can pick up on any sounds that might give you a clue. Oh, there's some lovely, they're probably a bit far for you, James. There's some beautiful little blue waxbills hopping around in this burnt area. Oh, one's coming to land a bit closer.
Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today. Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel. Chatting around a fire is an ancient practice that has connected humanity for centuries, and we want to keep it alive in our modern age. As an explorer, you'll have access to intimate gatherings with our naturalists, fascinating guests, and experts where we share knowledge, insights, and stories around a crackling fire. Rediscover the power of connection. Sign up to be an explorer today and experience the magic of Wild Earth's fireside chats.
100% mtanami. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
So the male and the female look quite similar, but the male's gold on his breast is much brighter than the female's. I think that might be a female you've got there, James. I'm trying to see what else is in this little mixed group. I saw it's gone. I saw some yellow-fronted canaries. There were some wax bills. Okay.
On the ground here.
Oh yes, I see the yellow-fronted canary. Sorry, Nadine, could you go again with what Gemma said? I missed that. It is a busy bird party, and I love a bird party. There's always so much going on. And I think, bird parties make sense if you're a bird to stick in a mixed group with other birds that have maybe different senses to yours, senses that are developed a little bit differently. It's a bit like, a group of, you often see in the bush, giraffe with some wildebeest hanging around, and impala, these kind of mixed herds that just take advantage of each other's ability to detect predators. And it's the same thing in these little bird parties. They're all relying on each other to warn if there's a predator around, something like that African hawk eagle that we just saw. And so they'll stick around together. They often don't compete for food. They might eat slightly different things, and so it just makes sense to hang around together. Oh, there's a lovely blue waxbill, James, on this little silver cluster leaf. You might be able to get...
Properly putting me through my...
sorry, James. He's still there. He's low.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone, sorry. And the impala that we originally stopped for are all still making their way into the thicket. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you and say I'm not sure. Africa's quite a big place, and in this kind of the Central African rainforests, you find a lot of different parrot species. One of the most iconic and famous being the African grey, that comes from that kind of Central African region. Down in southern Africa, in this area, we have the brown-headed parrot. And then you get the Cape parrot. You don't find them here, but they are a southern African species. The grey-headed parrot is a southern African species. Mayer's parrot is a Southern African species. And okay, and then the 350 species of parrot. Is that in Africa, Nadine? Or I think that might be worldwide.
That's definitely not in
I
Africa.
don't think there'd be that many in Africa. I could be wrong. James, in Africa, 350 species of parrot. That's astounding. Okay.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we also get in Southern Africa, we get things that are closely related to parrots, like lovebirds. So there's a few species that you can find in Southern Africa, but here, Sabi stands, just the brown-headed parrot. That's the only parrot that we see down here. What was that just landed in the... No, I think it's just a, is it a yellow-throated bush sparrow?
Oh, that's quite nice.
I think.
On top there?
Yeah, they've just...
on the ground?
Yeah, they're now on the ground. 6 African parrots.
Sounds better than 350.
Yeah, I suppose so. I would have thought there'd be more than 6, but yeah, that definitely sounds better than 350. I would imagine most parrot species would be found in Central America, and possibly if you include like cockatoos and things in the greater parrot, then in the East Asia down into Australia you'd find a few. I think that's just a grey-headed. Okay, so while we continue to check this eastern break, we're going to head over to Cedric and see if he's had any luck or what his plans are. Was that a bush sparrow?
Yeah,
was it?
One.
Okay.
Thank you, Maxine. All right, we're just coming to the southwestern corner here. I just had an update that they had Shadulu and Nene coming into Djuma. So coming into this little area here. So we're just going to see if we can try and locate them. No one followed them into Djuma, so they left them completely open, and so just crossing fingers that we can find these 2 leopards. I wonder if Shadulu didn't make a kill and went to go and get Nene and bringing Nene back to the kill. So it's a very huge possibility. I'm just going to take a look. Exactly where, coming into that area where we had Nene and Shadulu, what was it, about a month, 2 months ago, a month ago, where they had that kill up on that ivory tree. And it seems like their trucks are going into that area. Oh, that's the direction they're heading to. Alright, well, let's go and hope we get some luck there. Also nice male leopard tracks going down here towards our clearing. Beautiful, beautiful male leopard tracks. I'm sure for more whitey, they might have been in the area. Alright, let's... sorry, I just see something on the road here. There's zebra tracks. Alright, we're going to just now start looking. Start keeping our eyes peeled. It must be snowing somewhere. This is weather when it's snowing on mountains or something. This kind of weather's coming through. It must be snowing somewhere in South Africa. This is one of the coldest mornings so far. So it's snowing in the Eastern Cape at the moment, and might even snow on Table Mountain. Thank you, Nadine. What is Max? All right, but you can feel it is a typical snowy weather somewhere. this is where we need to keep our eyes peeled. I feel that we should do Monkey Orange Road first. This is the big ivory trees this side. So we're on the southwestern corner, and this is where we need to try and see, pick up on any tracks here. So I want to go a little bit back here, Paul. I want to double check this road. Yeah, there's no tracks coming down here. Doesn't look like any tracks have come down this road. No, nothing this one, yeah. Alright, let's go that side. Come on, kitty cats. Come on, kitty cats. Keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, I'd love to see the two of them again together. Absolutely. We had such a fantastic sighting the other day.
We should probably prepare to move fairly quickly.
Wild Earth presents Safari Spotlight, your front row seat to the wonders of the wild. Join our expert naturalists each week as they guide you on an unforgettable journey through the heart of nature.
Looks like this female came out here.
What a privilege to be here.
Subscribe to the Wild Earth YouTube channel and never miss a moment of the adventure. Wild Earth, connecting with nature. Escape to the wild heart of Africa at Chitwa Chitwa Game Lodge in the renowned Sabi Sands. Come and meet Wild Earth's favorite animal characters with an exclusive offer. Pay for 3 nights and enjoy a 4th night absolutely free. Plus, kids go for free. Ready to make your travel dreams a reality? Contact Wild Earth Travel today. Your adventure of a lifetime awaits at Chitwa Chitwa. Wild Earth Travel, where every journey is an epic adventure.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Let's try and move a little bit further north. I just need one track. I need one track, one direction, and then I'm good to go. And of course we've got him Paul behind. He's got eagle eyes. Paul's got some eyeballs that can pick up on very slight movement. Very talented cam op. Pour myself will get this very soon. We just have to I was sad that the guys couldn't follow them in, yeah. Wow. Oh, there's some elephants. Oh, what? Nadine, we've got some elephants. Yeah, that's nice. Let's have some elephants on screen. This will be nice. Alright, no problem, Nadine. We've got some nice elephants here. This is the three of them. Remember what I was talking about, the three? It's a female with the middle-aged one and then the young calf. And it's the herd of three. And this young one as well. It's feeding on a lot of the combretums, yeah. Yeah, I know, Nadine, that's true, but now it's very open, we can see all around here, so I'm sure we would pick up if there is any other elephants here, but it's just the three of them. And this is perfect. Many times you'll find, especially this time of the year, when the grass is dying and the trees are going dormant, in other words, losing the leaves. Elephants love coming to areas like this where we've got the thing called a black monkey orange. And the black monkey orange, the roots, they love the roots. So many times they'll actually pull out the black monkey orange out of the ground and go for the roots. Very high in nutrients for them during winter time. And that's why this road's called Black Monkey Orange. Because there's a lot of it around here. And this little one was trying to get under there. Come on, push it. There we go. Use your power. Oh, it's gonna come back. No, Alka, I don't think elephants get cold. I think that skin is just so thick for them. I don't think it's gonna. Well, the coldness is not gonna bother them at all. I mean, I've never seen an elephant shivering. Because you're not even hardly flapping the ears. That's why, like on hot days, you'll find those ears will be flapping profusely, trying to cool down the body. But no, on a day like this, nice chilly morning, they're just continuing with their normal routine, and that is eating. Eating as much as possible. Alright, well, we're going to sit here and enjoy these elephants, and maybe hopefully we find some sign of leopardos around here. Let's head over to Maxine to see what's happening at Chitwa Dam.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We came down to the beautiful Chitwa Dam. This is actually the first time I've seen the dam, and it really is quite beautiful. And the buffalo herd are just leaving the dam, so they seem to be heading into the drainage line that feeds into this dam. I don't think we're going to follow them there. We'll just watch them as they make their way into the dust that the herd is kicking up. I think the drainage line's quite thick, so we'll stick around the dam and see what we can see, and just watch the buffaloes. They head into the dust and just listen to the sounds for a bit. It is really good, isn't it, Ruby? You'd swear he did this every day. I was listening to Cameron giving him a bit of a quick session on one of the newer cameras yesterday in preparation for him being cameraman, and I had no clue what Cameron was talking about. It all sounds way too technical and advanced for my abilities, so I'm very impressed with James. See those two buffalo there having a bit of a tussle. They've been at it since we arrived. Doesn't look too serious, this. When buffalo fight seriously, it's quite incredible to see how they ram into each other with those bosses. These two are just having a semi-serious fight. Just testing each other's strength. Should I move for him, or can he can get round? Sorry, we just got another vehicle here that we're making space for. Morning, morning, morning. There's just another vehicle coming past us here. Morning.
Maxine, you know the tracker on the front of that car, you know his father very well.
Really?
Richard Sawella's son.
What? Oh my goodness. Richard Sawella's a really old friend of mine from days at Londolozi. He was one of the finest trackers I have ever had the privilege to work with. I didn't work with him regularly, but when I did have the privilege of having him on the bonnet of my Land Rover, it was quite something to see his level of skill. It really was. Yes, he did like to abuse his rangers, but all in very good nature. Andrew, the video guy, it does, doesn't it? I think the dust that they have kicked up, this herd, as they've moved through, really gives the shot some real atmosphere. It's lovely. And those animals that are still in sight are all the old bulls that are kind of hanging back, walking a bit more slowly than the rest of the herd. I don't see any cows there. They all seem to be belligerent old bulls. Yeah, strong old bulls bringing up the rear of the herd.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Discover the wild beauty of Amakhala Game Reserve, where adventure and luxury meet. With 9 spectacular lodges to choose from, Amakhala offers an array of unforgettable experiences. Dive into the heart of the wilderness with a guided hike and spend a night under the stars. Ready to explore and meet the Wild Earth animals and crew? Contact Wild Earth Travel to learn more and book your journey to Amakhala Game Reserve. you sometimes imagine what Wild Earth would be like without adverts? A chance to properly immerse yourself in nature without any interruptions. Sign up to be an explorer for a small monthly fee and you can truly escape into the wilderness. Ad-free viewing is now available on our app as well as on our website. Wild Earth, it's in your nature.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
Got a lovely view of a couple of little hippos, or not so little hippos actually, in the dam. Yeah, Sierra Delta, I agree. It really is a very scenic dam. It's and there seems to be a lot happening around this dam. Yeah, it really is beautiful. I can see some Egyptian geese. That's actually the first Egyptian geese I've seen in the last couple of days. That's interesting. Way over kind of where the buffalo are, but in front of the buffalo on the edge of the dam.
Alright, no luck on, I asked the guys now, Shadulu and Fonene. I'm getting like 3 different stories coming through, so you know, it's one of those ones where it's almost like a broken telephone situation. Yeah, and I don't do well with broken telephones, so no, I don't do well with broken. So anyway, so I'm going, Nadine, those buffaloes at Djuma Dam, eh? There should be a Gary Dam by now. Alrighty then, thanks, Nuddles. So I'm going to go there and see. We're not too far from there anyway, and there is male leopard tracks heading into that area as well. So very fresh leopard tracks. So maybe the ghost of Djuma might make an appearance somewhere. Maybe get spooked out by the buffaloes. You never know. But we'll find out now. Oh, Nadine, you say you've got Mulwati on camera there on Djuma Dam. Oh. Alright, maybe. You sure you think he's doing that? Okay. Yeah, broken telephone once again. Alright, let's go that side. Let's go and take a look. Let's go. You would. No, your voice would be more excited than that. I will try and give you quickly a glimpse on what I saw here this morning. Now, not long ago, and it looked like it was on top of vehicle tracks. just want to quickly show you. You can see this one, Paul? So you can see a male leopard, yeah. Very fresh, yeah. Pretty much walking on top of vehicle tracks. See, there's a vehicle came past here this morning, and it's right on top of the vehicle track there. Straight into this drainage line, heading straight towards Gari Dam. So, just want to make sure you did not go this way. Just want to quickly check. I think I saw one of the tracks heading there. Nothing this side. Quickly, I don't want to go far. Yeah. Looks like he walked all the way along there. Alright. So yeah, I think it'll be the best thing is to go take a look, head to Gari Dam while those buffaloes are there. This is very fresh, leopard tracks, and I think this is not long ago. That's why we might be lucky bumping into him. Okay, Maripsa's tracks is smaller. So I say Maripsa's tracks, that young male leopard tracks, is pretty much halfway between a fully grown female track and a fully grown male track. So yeah, so just size wise. Keep an eye, yeah. I don't see anything going up this side. So I might just go around in Wahlberg's. Oh, there's something running there. What's that? It's impala. Ah, it's impala. And you know, Mulwati is a fully grown male, so he's got big feet. Big paws. Yeah, no, Nene's, I think Nadine, Nene's tracks is going to be, I think, look, his tracks is already bigger than Mom's. His tracks is already bigger than Mom's. He's a big boy. Big boy, that. You can imagine in the next 3-4 months, Nene. You know, he's going to catch up to Maripsa's size. I think just Maripsis is a big male, but not big. I mean, for his age, I don't think Marips is just, you know, it is 3.5 now. So, what is Marips now? 3.5. Oh, a whole lot of impalas, yeah. I'm going to sit here for a little bit, just enjoy these impalas. Maybe we pick up on some alarm calls around this side. Oh, no, sorry, my Rips is 4. My apologies. And Nene is catching up to him very quickly. Yeah, for March. Oh, what about...
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
we understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
100% mtanangu. Can you give me the spoon, please? How good are you with numbers?
Very good.
100%.
Gogo, look. Yeah.
Hundreds, my boy.
Gogo, it's hundreds.
Yes.
It's always hundreds with 100% pure sunfoil.
Everyone, we've managed to find a little herd of wildebeest, which is always lovely to see in the Sabi Sands. They are quite few in number in this part of the world, and with them there are some waterbuck, which we'll hopefully get into shot in a while. There's a few waterbuck to the left of us, and then there's a male and a few more females to the right. And these, I suppose it's not unusual to see waterbuck here quite close to Chitwa Dam. They are very water dependent, and just hanging around with the wildebeest for a bit of added security. They are moving away from us a little bit. Do you want me to move forward, James? I'll try and drift forward. Let's see if I can go forward without turning on the vehicle. Oh no, that's not going to work. Okay, let's hope we don't cause them to run off. Go forward a little bit. There's the male waterbuck now in shot, crossing the road. Oh, okay. There's a nice shot, yes, James. Nice shot of the male there through the thicket. You maybe can't see his horns that well, but he's quite a nice bull. Got big horns. I always am amazed by that perfect circle on their bottom, and the evolutionary process that must have had to happen over time to create that circle. It just astounds me. Obviously the circle, for those of you that might be newer viewers, the theory is that it's a kind of a following mechanism, something that the herd can use to see each other easily if they're running away from a predator. It's something that a young part, but it really is just quite phenomenal that it has evolved to be this perfect circle. Up in East Africa, you get a Defassa waterbuck, which looks almost identical to our common waterbuck down south, except instead of the ring, it's got a kind of a solid circle of white on the rump. Seen those in East Africa a bit. I think the ring is more impressive from an evolutionary point of view than the solid white patch. Oh. I think so too, Nora. They are really quite beautiful. The males are so impressive. Their horns are amazing. I agree with you. I love a waterbuck. I'm going to see if we can sneak forward a little bit, James. See if we can maybe get the waterbuck and the wildebeest in shot. They seem to be quite relaxed with our presence now, so hopefully we can get a little bit closer without frightening them away. I haven't seen the male wildebeest. Have you seen the male yet, James? I've just seen females and youngsters, just girls. I always find the easiest way to tell a female apart from a male. If you look at the one in the road there, James, that's, yes, get it into, yeah, that one, it's a bit in the shade. But I don't know if any of you can see the kind of brown patch on the forehead. For me, that's the easiest way of telling a male from a female. Obviously, you can look under the tail and look for its genitalia, but that brown patch on the forehead just below the horns is a indicative that it's a female. The male is black from his nose all the way up to his horns. The female has that nice brown patch, so that's an easy way to differentiate. I haven't seen a male here. I'm sure there must be one. This looks like a nice herd of females. I would imagine that there must be a male somewhere around. Oh, there's a beautiful, James, there's a crested barbet on the bush just to the right of those wildebeest. Nice view of a crested barbet. Oh, they're such beautiful birds. They really look like something that's been painted. All the different colors. Just so pretty. That female is using her, looks like she's using her horn to scratch her neck. They are very active with their tails, as if there's flies bothering them. I can't see very many flies around. I do see there's a couple of small little midges or something. I also love wildebeest. Oh, it's a pleasure, Gemma. Yeah, it's for me. It's just a nice, easy way of telling them apart. I love wildebeest. I think they're very underrated. I get quite offended. I don't know if any of you have heard of the ugly five, but I really don't like the ugly five. I think wildebeest are beautiful. The brindles on their sides, I just think they are very, very pretty animals. And I get quite offended when they get included in the ugly five. I don't think any of the ugly five, I don't think the ugly five should be a thing. Let's put it to you that way. I think they all have their own beauty. But wildebeest are really, really pretty. Their coats are beautiful. I like them. There's a female. They are Sashitri. I agree with you on that. They are beautiful. I never get tired of wildebeest, even up in East Africa, spending time up there with the white-bearded gnu, which is very, very similar. It's just a different subspecies to our brindled gnu or blue wildebeest. And even there, where you're just surrounded by millions of them in the migration, I just love them. They're such characters. It seems like Cedric's had some luck with the buffalo, so we're going to send you over to him, and we will push on and see what we can find on the side of Chitwa.
All right, so just made our way down to Gowrie Dam, and yes, so we've got these buffaloes. It's just finished off having a drink at the dam, and some of them now slowly just staring at us. Come this way. Nice big herd once again. Looks like a very big herd, and they are moving, coming straight east to where we are. Some nice big boys. Look at that guy. He's a big boy. That big dewlap. Now that is now a proper size buffalo bull. Do not want to mess with that guy. Easy 900 kgs, 1 ton there. That's like the boss of the house. Alright, thank you, Nadine. But yeah, as you can see, at least they're coming straight towards us. Well, one or two lying down here now. Now you'll see. Had their drink. I might just come and lie here on this in this block, just to the east of the Juma Dam. It's amazing. No lions have been attracted to these buffaloes onto Juma. No idea. I think the lions are all over the show at other properties, busy chewing on other stuff, and they don't need to come this side. That guy's big. Looks like a big herd. This shows sometimes these herds in wintertime. Oh, look at that guy. These herds in wintertime, they can become quite big. Many times you'll find the smaller herds just joining up all together, just forming these big herds. These are safety in numbers in wintertime. And summertime comes, a lot of water all over the show, a lot of grazing ground all over the areas in the park itself, and eventually they start breaking up into smaller herds. And poor, there's big ones here, eh? Yeah, they go. All on a mission again. Waikisha, a huge buffalo roadblock this. And it's amazing, you've got this big herd here, and there's another big herd, apparently a huge herd, that's coming in from the east into Juma on the southern side of Juma. And got that one, and then I think Maxine had another herd around Buffelshoek Dam. So there was actually 3 herds on Juma this morning. 3 separate herds of buffaloes. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's also the one, Nadine. A big herd there. So yeah, big herds. Yeah, fantastic, and not a single lion around. Coming straight towards us, and Paul, we might be once again getting a little bit of that surrounded feeling. It's always nice with such a big herd of buffaloes. Just sit here very quietly and watch these buffaloes start approaching us now. Juliet, no, on foot. Juliet, I think the buffaloes on foot would be very dangerous. I think, that is one of the things that the guides never want to encounter on foot is buffaloes, especially if they're coming towards you and you're going to be put in a situation where you have to make a plan to, get away from that area. Sometimes maybe climb a tree. I mean, get behind a mound, a termite mound, climb inside of a termite mound, I don't know, but to stay safe, well, do whatever you can. Because some of these buffaloes, trust me, they look very, very docile, very relaxed at this point in time. But if Paul and myself jump out here now, we're going to get such a huge reaction out of these buffaloes, and it most probably is going to be a negative reaction. Them all just staring at us. I wonder if they're going to come and try and settle down here. I actually wanted to do that whole thing where I can climb a tree and see these buffaloes walk under. Yeah, I should have been in that tree at the back end there. Oh, I should have been up that marula tree, that one there now in frame. Oh, and I could have at least given you a nice commentary there. No, Nadine. Well, Nadine wants me to climb into that tree now. Of course, Nadine wants me to do that. She wants me to get mauled by a buffalo. It would be her perfect start to a Saturday. A little calf there. Hello. Always love these little calves. They stick so close to mom. Oh, blue jay fly. There is some big ones. There's some big ones here. And look at this. There's some small ones. A lot of little calves around here as well. Very cute indeed. But there's some blue jay fly. I agree with you. There's some big boys in this herd. This one, yeah. He's like trying to pick up. This little one was just like watching us. Watching, he's like, watching. Cute.
We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday.
Are you ready to turn your travel dreams into a reality? Wild Earth Travel is here to make that happen. Africa is full of exciting adventures and stunning wildlife. If you want to meet the Wild Earth crew and animal characters while enjoying a 5-star safari, we can make it happen. Contact us today on info@wildearth.travel or visit our website, and let's turn your African dreams into a reality.
Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature.
Okay, well, we thought we had some impala for you, but they decided to run off behind the vehicle, so we've left them. We checked some of the boundary roads on Chitwa, haven't really come up with any tracks of anything. And James is giving me some directions here on where to go. I will eventually learn these roads. It's all still quite confusing. Yeah, so we're just gonna check this road and see if we can come up with any tracks, anything else that might present itself. Remember to send through your comments and questions. We love interacting with you. Love to answer any questions that you might have. You can see lots of buffalo tracks on this road and lots of ellie tracks. It's quite amazing the activity of buffalo and elephant over the last while in this portion of the Sabi Sands. Puma, favorite small mammalian predator. Gosh, so small mammalian predator. I don't know what you mean by small. I love a caracal. I think they just are the prettiest little cats. Smaller than that, I've never seen a black-footed cat in the flesh. I've worked in places where they occur, did some camera trapping, seen tracks of them and set up camera traps hoping to maybe catch them on the camera traps, but I've never seen a black-footed cat in the flesh, so that's probably one of my bucket list small predators that I would love to see as a black-footed cat. But of the ones that I have seen, I think a caracal and an artwolf. I love artwolf. They really are quite beautiful. I have been privileged enough to see artwolf on a few occasions, and they are really quite beautiful little predators. So I love an artwolf as well. I am a bit of a predator nut. I love predators. I think most of us do. But I just think they are so maligned and persecuted outside of conservation areas. And you know, in any conservation area, if you look at your pyramid of biomass or your food pyramid, predators sit at the top in terms of the smallest little section of the pyramid. So they always are quite rare. They always are there's not a lot of them around, and we really need to take care of them. They are so important and so integral to the ecosystem. You know, for years scientists thought that it was the bottom-up forces that drove ecosystem change, and you know, bottom up meaning the geology, the soil, the vegetation, that those were all the most important parts of the ecosystem, and without those the ecosystem would collapse. But more and more research is proving that actually the top down, the predators down, those forces that they exert on the ecosystem are just as important and just as integral to the functioning of the ecosystem. And so if we lose our predators, we're really in trouble. They drive ecosystem change. They contribute to the balance of the ecosystem, and without them the ecosystem would be in trouble. And yet they are maligned and persecuted and shot and trapped, and just really not given there's not, you know, outside of conservation areas I'm talking, they really aren't given the protection that they need. Oh yeah, Gemma, I've been very fortunate to see caracal in the wild, actually in the Sabi Sands, and in a couple of other places, and they are just magnificent little cats, very underrated little predators, and so pretty. They really are so pretty. I love them. I'll never forget one of my worst caracal sightings. It was actually the first caracal sighting I ever had in the wild. Was in the Sabi Sands, and it was a terrible sighting. We were with a leopard, very famous leopard, one of my absolute favorite leopard of all time, the 3-4 female, and she was hungry and she was hunting, and suddenly she stopped and she was stalking something, and we followed her, or we kind of followed her as she was stalking something in the grass, couldn't see what it was that she was stalking. And the next minute she pounced into the long grass, and we were all so excited. She's caught something. I assumed it must be a little duiker or a steenbok, and out she came with this caracal. I was devastated, and she killed it, and she was starving. not starving, but I mean she was really hungry, and she just left it. She left it and carried on. And I was so cross with her. I didn't often get angry with 3-4 because she was like my heart animal. I just absolutely loved that cat. But I was so wild with her. It was my first ever caracal, and she just killed it right in front of us and left it on the side of the road. It was really terrible. That was my first caracal sighting. Am I going right here, James? Yeah. But luckily enough, I did have a couple more caracal sightings in the Sabi Sands of live, happy, wild caracals. But that was a big one. Beautiful area this, with the little drainage lines. I must go stationary, did she say? Okay. Okay. Sorry, we seem to be having some signal problems. We're going to link over to Cedric.
Thank you, Maxine. Yeah, that is a crazy caracal sighting that you had that side. That is, yeah. 3-4. Yeah, that rings a bell. 3-4 because there's those cut lines called 3-4, and I think the other one is like 5-2. There's all the cut line areas in the western area of Sabi Sands. Yeah. Oh, 3-4. Maybe it's a spot patterning. Maybe it's 3-4. Yeah, Paul, don't worry. You'll get some coffee just now. Don't worry. But yeah, still with this herd of buffalo, still just some of them just staring at us, but most of them has already passed by. Most of them has gone a little bit further to the north east of where we are now, from the dam, from Gary Dam. Some are lying down, some are eating, some are very relaxed. Some are just chewing on their cud. Look at that boy. Look at his boss. He's got a thick helmet on his head. Very big boss on his head. Not wide horns, but very thick. I've got a younger one here. This is giving us the eyeball. Actually, most of them are just staring at us. Juliet, they're always curious. Buffaloes are always curious. When you come into a sighting with buffaloes, you always tend to be a little bit tentative. You always kind of now and again don't enjoy a vehicle close by, but then once you switch off and you just sit like what we did now, they become very curious and they start just moving towards the vehicle, minding their own business, and that's what's nice. And at the moment I just see that we are being surrounded by them. We've got ones on the right, got ones on the left. I think this is very much the last bit that's coming through here now. The last of them. Thanks, Nadine. Yeah, I can see we at the dam, Nadine. We're actually right here at the dam wall. I don't know if you can see us, I'm sure. We're right here at the dam wall. I'm sure the ones that we are looking at currently is the ones that you guys are seeing as well. The little ones, as that like, you can see the little calves all taking a little bit of a rest while mom is busy feeding around there. These youngsters are just resting their legs. And clearly they've been walking quite a bit. I think they're just very happy to take a little bit of time out. Very cute, aren't they? Those little faces. Very, very cute.
Embark on a wild adventure unlike any other. Join our membership program for an ad-free journey through the heart of Southern Africa. Witness the majesty of wilderness uninterrupted by pesky adverts or annoying intrusions. With our ad-free membership program, you can avoid missing any of the important moments and unlock all sorts of other perks. Subscribe now for an ad-free experience across our entire channel. Immerse yourself in the wonders of the wild and stay permanently connected with nature. Get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Wild Earth Travel is proud to launch a brand new grand tour. Backed by popular demand, join us for an unforgettable experience where you'll meet Wild Earth presenters from past and present, participate in an exclusive rhino conservation project, and even take a masterclass in wildlife filming. And of course, you'll get up close and personal with your favorite animal characters. Book your spot now and dive into the wild with Wild Earth Travel.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world. Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now, Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
Well, as you can see, some of the buffaloes are all pretty much finished up now there at the dam area, and yeah, slowly but surely, as I say, they are moving away now to more into the block here, just to the north or east of the dam. Maybe they'll go and settle down here. Maybe go and graze on a little bit of grass in this area. I see one or two of them are really lying down in the thickets, so I think they might go and settle down here for the morning. Which always is nice to see. At least we know then this afternoon and come out here, I'm sure we're going to get some buffaloes. There is like 3 herds of buffaloes on Juma, so I'm sure we'll get some buffaloes this afternoon. Sure, and this week has just been buffaloes, isn't it, Paul? Buffaloes pretty much every single drive. Alright, so I have to go. So I'm just letting another guy know that he can go past. these ones are moving because there's a vehicle that's just went past us. Nadine. I won't say it's difficult to, Jackie darling, I won't say it's difficult to tell buffaloes apart, because sometimes the nice indicators, like each one's got a different, maybe horn shape, or some of them has got different scratches on their body, or notches out of the ears, or sizes of the body. So I think you can pretty much say, look, there's a lot of them that you have to go through. It's not like a pride of lions. We've got like maybe 8, 9, 10 lions in the pride, and you know, you can easily always distinguish each individual from that pride. But buffaloes, I mean, you've got like 200, 250 in a herd. Well, it's not going to be that easy. There's differences. There's a nice 2 lilac-breasted rollers up here in the tree at the moment, a little bit of interaction between them. And look at these 2 beautiful lilac-breasted rollers up in the tree here. One calling the other one. Almost looked like the one gave the other one a parcel now, like a little bit of a present, maybe an insect or something, I'm not too sure. That was quite nice. Always beautiful colours. That one is gone. There's a little one left. As you can hear, it's most beautiful colours, but they don't. Yeah, their call is not pretty at all. The Real Shamwari, thank you so much. You too, have a wonderful day. And big day today as well, rugby. Oh, Springboks versus Ireland, big soccer, England versus Switzerland. Oh my word, there's so much sport on today as well. So yeah, animals, sport, what a wonderful day to look forward to. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks so much for all the comments and questions that everybody has sent through to us this morning. I'm hoping that we're going to find some more amazing things this afternoon. Hoping for some cats, as it is Saturday Cat Day. Maybe we will come right with some rosettes. You never know. But yeah, nice having Maxine on drive. I'm sure she did wonderful. And James behind the camera that side, I'm sure he did a wonderful job as well. But yes, from the Wild Earth team, we will see you later this afternoon. Goodbye.